So today's event was coordinated and brought about because of you.
Yes.
And so why don't you explain what you wanted to accomplish today? Because we're doing a tremendous tour of infrastructure, of water infrastructure for Southern California. So tell us the why behind you wanted to do this.
So this is my 28th year as an elected official, and my roots began on a water board. Here, Valley County Water District was actually my first elected position. And so I spent 8 years on the water district learning about water infrastructure and how critical it is for the communities. Now, everybody says water is the number one commodity, except for, all we think about is if the faucet turns on, then we're good. We don't think about the amount of effort it takes to maintain the water systems. Clean water, affordable water, and plenty of water is what we were working on. So I fell in love with learning and talking about water. I became a school teacher, and then I was elected to the Baldwin Park Unified School District Board of Education. When the position became available for assembly, I was like, I'm it. This is me, because I had both, some water experience, school board experience. I was a teacher. I also worked in regular people jobs in private companies, and so I figured that I had the best trajectory and the best. I was more well-rounded than anybody to be able to do this. So when I got to the assembly in 2016, one of the committees that I was placed on was the Water Parks and Wildlife Committee. I spent 7 years on that committee, but it is fortunate and unfortunate. A lot of our colleagues come from different backgrounds that they don't necessarily know anything about water or what we have to do. Now, there's a lot of things that I don't know about in the committees that I sit on, so I figured, okay, well, this is my opportunity to teach people about what happens in Southern California. A lot of times, and we hear this over and over again, Northern California thinks that Southern California is stealing their water, and Southern California thinks that they're robbing us because we pay so much for water. And all of the questions that we have in committee are left unanswered because nobody takes the time to be able to say, hey, let me go visit your district, or let me visit this district. So my goal was to educate some of my colleagues in the legislature about what we do in Southern California and how efficiently we manage the water. And I can tell them, but unless they actually see it, then we can go back and have debates about really what Southern California is doing and what Northern California is doing. In this particular case, the Delta Conveyance Project is on the budget. Well, my colleagues, it was on a trailer bill, which was going to be voted on yesterday. However, the Northern California people were upset and said, no, we're taking it out. So that conveyance project was taken out of the budget because Northern California folks were like, it's terrible for our community.
And how much money was in the budget for the conveyance?
That I don't know. I mean, it varied so many times that I can't tell you how much money is, and we can get back to you on that.
No.
However, the folks from Northern California were like, hey, Blanca, help us kill this project. I'm like, no, it's critical to my district. So I said to my water community friends, Upper District, San Gabriel Municipal Water District, Water Master, Water Quality Authority, I'm like, how about we put together a tour so that the Northern California folks can come and visit and see what we do. And when we're voting on that issue, they can't say, oh, you people in Southern California are terrible, because now I can say, you saw what we do. You saw how effectively and efficiently we control our water, that not having the conveyance project is going to actually hurt people in Southern California. But it also hurts Northern California because a lot of the income, a lot of the money from the state comes from us. So they're going to be hurting if we don't, have developments down here. A vibrant economy. And so it's, multifaceted, but my main goal was to give my Northern California folks an idea of what we do in Southern California. And I'm kind of a water geek, so I wanted to, kind of visit my friends again. All of the folks that were helping I've known for many years. So it was a chance for me to show off what we do, but also reconnect with my water community.
So do you think that the conveyance project, the Delta Conveyance Project, will be built in our lifetime?
If you leave it up to me, yes. I'm going to lobby my Northern California folks. I'm going to do everything possible to make sure that we do. The governor does want to do it, but he's feeling pressure. And what I've been talking to my Southern California folks is, and not just Southern California, I think a lot of folks think, oh, Sacramento, it's in this own bubble. It doesn't matter what we say. But what I've been trying to tell my folks in Southern California is like, leave us to our own devices and we're going to mess it all up. But I need you guys engaged. So this is the beginning of that engagement, because they feel like, oh, our voice doesn't matter. Well, I'm here to tell you, your voice matters. Because if I keep talking about it, but I'm the only squeaky wheel up there, they're going to be like, she's outnumbered. However, if I have all of the water producers and distributors from here lobbying, not just me, all of the other legislators, now we have a really good opportunity to do it. In the California State Legislature, 1/3 of the members are from LA County.
Oh, okay.
So numbers wise,
Yes,
we are
it's
the
there.
majority. So if I can bring them in and talk to them about how critical this is, and they can see it, then we can go and be like, yeah, we got you, or these are the reasons why we advocate for this. So for me, again, I'm a water geek. This was the beginning of my political career, so it's always going to have a special place in my heart. Some of these folks here I've known for 28 years, including you.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's, again, an opportunity to reconnect, but also brag about how well the region manages the water. Progress doesn't happen without water. And I think that's the major message here, is that if we don't do it, who will? And we're literally stopping progress for our kids, for our grandkids, because if we get hung up on, oh, I don't want a project in my backyard, then we're going to be here forever.
Final thoughts.
Whiskey is for drinking, water is for fighting, and
Love
here
it.
we are. So
Love it.
thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.